What is going on, guys? Madden 24. Now, we are 1-4 in this game. I cannot win football games in this. And there's two reasons why I can't win. Let me show you my schedule. And I'm just going to show you my schedule. There's two reasons why I absolutely will not win. I absolutely cannot win football games in this. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, the first reason is we have 0 turnovers this year. 0 interceptions, 0 fumble recoveries. We never ever have turned the ball over. Even on when they go for it on 4th down, that we don't turn the ball over then either. We have 0 turnovers. Okay, so the other reason is because our opponents have a 100% ratio on game-winning drives. Okay, these two games we were in the lead. They drove at the end and beat us. Even Justin Fields, his clutch, he turned it up, man. He turned it up. He was not missing anything in that game-winning drive because we came back and took a 21-20 lead late, and then he put it together and put together a game-winning drive. Okay, we got killed in that game. This game, we pretty much beat them. They started to come back. This game we got destroyed. These two teams, we had the lead, but they put a game-winning drive together at the end with less than a minute left both times, and it ended in the end zone. I noticed this game, the fourth quarter clutch by your opponent, regardless of who it is, they come through. They're very good. Their accuracy they're making amazing throws. But the main reason I can't win is because we do not get turnovers at all. Turnovers are not a thing for us. We have forced fumbles, but we recovered none of them. We have never intercepted the football, ever. So we played 5 football games, and we have 0 turnovers. And one of my goals, ironically, was to win the turnover battle. We have yet to turn the ball over yet this season. Hopefully we can get a turnover this year. Hopefully, but I know previous Madden games, the turnovers were ridiculously overpowered. So let me I don't want to play this season anymore. I'm kind of like done with it. I can't play like this. And it's probably, a lot of it is the team that we're being. A lot of it is that, okay? We're being the Commanders. I've put a couple of creative players on there. And, we can't win football games because we can't. I'm telling you, 2 consecutive games we were up with about a minute left, and they got the ball back and drove all the way down and scored a touchdown. The last 2 games, even Justin Fields. I mean, he looked like Tom Brady out there. The way he was making really good, the fourth quarter comebacks look. Now, we came back from behind, okay? We were down in that game, but as long as they get the ball at the end, we're losing that football game. That's just hands down. There's no question about it. And when I was playing it, I knew we lost. There was a minute 9 left. We scored a touchdown, and I said, well, there's a minute 9. We lost this. We're not winning this. We don't have a shot. Because we know we're not getting turnovers. We know we're not. We don't get turnovers. Let's look at defense. Who leads our team in interceptions? Let's see. Wait a minute. What's going on here? I did not mean to do that. Who leads our team in interceptions? Nobody. We don't get interceptions. Okay? Who leads our team in fumble recoveries? Nobody. Oh, wait. We do got a fumble recovery. We have 1 fumble recovery? I don't remember it. He forced a fumble and got it back. He's a creative player. So we have 1 forced fumble this year and 1 fumble recovery. So in 5 games, we've gotten 1 turnover on a fumble. 0 interceptions. 0 interceptions. I don't care if the ball is right in my defender's hand. They don't catch those at all, regardless of their attributes. Let me show you. I tried to, when I realized this team was that bad, I decided to create a cornerback, and I made his catching high. He catches absolutely nothing. He jumps in front of the ball. He catches nothing. Our team can't turn the ball over. With an exception of that 1 fumble, every time they get the ball, it's touchdown. It's score or punt. 100% of the time, score or punt. Turnovers are not an option for us, and we have no interceptions this year. Forget about getting an interception in a game. We have none this season. So the game to me is just not balanced, man. We make good defensive plays, but they can't catch. They can't get the easy, obvious interceptions. We don't get them. We threw one interception this year, so the turnovers are down. But I will tell you, when I play exhibition and or quick play, the game it's not like this. We can get our when our defensive players are in place, we get our interceptions. But in franchise, we don't. We just don't get picks. I had another franchise that I deleted. I played 2 games. We had zero turnovers in both of those games. And again, our defensive players, when they were in position to get interceptions, they just drop them 100% of the time. Just like in this, we have obvious interceptions situations, and they just can't catch them. They just don't. So turnovers are not even an option for us, it feels like. And that's why we lose all of our games, except for that one, is because even when we're in position to get turnovers, we don't get them. And you need turnovers to win games. Because in previous Madden games, whenever there was a game winning drive, I would say, okay, we're going to try to get an interception or a turnover. In this one, that's not an option. Because, like I said, if they get the ball last and they're trailing by less than a touchdown, they will win the football game. We're losing that game, even with barely over a minute left. And that happened in 2 consecutive games. And it's funny because I was already irritated with the lead with under a minute left because I know that we're not getting a turnover. And I know they're going to score a touchdown. They're going to drive and beat us. Because when the half is ending or the game is ending, they always put together a drive and get in the end zone. It doesn't matter who we're playing against. Every team has done that to us at least once this year. Whether it be now to end the half, the Broncos did that to us. They put together this crazy long drive with only like a small amount of time left and got in the end zone. So I think the clutch is overpowered in this. It's too much. I think it's just way too much. And I understand I'm the Commanders, but why does every team that I play against play really, really well in clutch situations? It doesn't matter who it is. Whether it be the Bears, the Eagles, I can accept that. They're a great football team. I can accept it. But the Bears, that was a little bit obnoxious. When I watched them do it, I was like, this is too much. This is just too much. The spectacular catches they were making, I just said, this is just too much for me. I'm not going to be able to play like this. So either I don't really want to play this franchise mode. I don't like, it's not balanced at all. I want at least a shot at an interception, a shot at a turnover. I want something. But I don't feel like we can get turnovers. So for that reason, this is not enjoyable at all for me. I don't like it. But playing exhibition games is a lot of fun. It's balanced. But who's going to sit there and play exhibition games all the time? You want a franchise. But the franchise is not enjoyable. And you know what I think it is? I think they're forcing you to utilize some of this stuff they got on here, like player upgrades and skill tree, things like that. I think when you don't utilize that stuff, they punish you for it. Like, oh, he's not going to use his skill tree for his defensive backs, or he's not going to use his defensive backs in training mode. Okay, well, we're never giving him an interception. I think they do that to make the strategy level a little bit, to force you to use it more. And I do use it, but I think they want you to use it a certain way. That is just a theory because I don't understand how a team could never get a turnover at all. We have 1 fumble recovery in 5 games. I don't see any reason why that would even be the case. That's crazy. I think your worst teams in the NFL are going to get turnovers. I mean, this is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how our guys are in position to get interceptions and they just catch nothing. And it's probably because of developmental things and stuff like that. That is no excuse. I don't care if my cornerback is one of the lowest rated corners in football. If the ball's in his hands, right in his chest, he can't drop it every time. You can't do that. I don't care if I don't upgrade my guys or whatever the case may be. I do not care. You can't do that. I don't care if you're the worst guy on the football team. I don't care if you're a 35 overall. If that ball is right in your hands and right in your chest, you cannot drop that football. Regardless, defense, offense, if it happens several times, you're catching one of those footballs. So there's no excuse for it. It's the game itself is they're kind of doing that to me. And I will tell you, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like this franchise gameplay. I think I'll be honest, the gameplay in Madden 24 is very good when it comes to exhibition and things like that, but the franchise is absolute crap. This is crap. Because why is every team have really, really, really good clutch? Every team plays excellent in clutch. Everybody turns it up. Every receiver makes spectacular catches that they normally wouldn't catch. Every quarterback's accuracy is increased when they're trying to get down before half or to end the game. It's just too much for me, and it's unrealistic, and it's garbage. The game is just not balanced. I don't like it. I'm not enjoying this. I don't want to play this anymore, and I don't know if I'm even going to bother with this anymore. I think I'm just going to scrap it and just not play anymore because it's just not enjoyable and it's ridiculous. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play one more game, okay? I'm going to play one more game. We're not going to the playoffs. I'm not even concerned about that. Forget it. We're not going to the playoffs this year. We're just not going to go, okay? We'll be lucky if we win another game, okay? But let's take a look at my team's schedule. I thought we would beat the Bears, and like I said, we had the lead late, but when they got the ball back, I kind of just dropped my head because I said, yeah, they're going to make a game-winning drive and beat us. That happens every single time. Now, it didn't happen here because our lead was too big. They did drive and score at the end of the game, close to the end, because it was 13-28, but our lead was just too big for them. But so 100% of these games, I don't remember if it happened in this game. It wouldn't need to happen. Why would you care? You're up 2 touchdowns. You don't need it. But in this game, they did it before half. In this game, they did it in the game. In this game, so in 3 consecutive games, they made extremely high clutch, like game-scoring drives. This one was before the half, and these 2 was to end the game and win it. So the clutch is just extremely overpowered for me, for the opposing team. And I know some people are going to say, well, you're just bad at Madden. I am, okay? I'm not great at this, but that doesn't excuse a team never just getting 0 interceptions, even though the ball is right in their hands. That does not excuse an opposing team, every opposing team having extremely high clutch. That doesn't excuse that. I don't care if I might be the worst Madden player out there. That shouldn't happen, regardless of what you're doing in this game. But anyway, that's my experience. I don't like it. I don't like the franchise gameplay, and I only play for franchise. I don't like playing exhibition. You're not playing for anything. But the game is very enjoyable. It's very good in that regard. But the franchise is just awful. I played with another team. I was the Falcons in my other one, and again, it was the same experience. We never turned the ball over at all, and I played my 3rd game, and I didn't finish it because I realized every team is going to make game-winning drives, and we're never going to get turnovers. So I said, I'm not going to use the Falcons. I'll use the Commanders, and I created some players, put them on there, and the same exact experience is happening again. We never get turnovers, and every team has a really, really, really high clutch factor in those game-winning drive situations. So I don't like this game. I don't want to play it. I am going to play one more to see if we can do something in that one. But if it happens then, I'm scrapping the season. I'm not interested.